Alright. Fucking. They're censoring the amazing digital circus. What the actual fuck is happening? I don't know. But YouTube is going crazy, and I don't know. I didn't even know this was on Netflix,
Even though
if it is.
episode 6 is literally coming out tomorrow, it seems like Gooseworks and Glitch are still having some issues with the episode, because based on Gooseworks' new Blue Sky post, it seems like the new episode might be getting censored on YouTube. And honestly, this whole situation is way more complicated than people might realize, because it's not just about YouTube censorship anymore, there's also this whole Netflix drama that's been growing behind the
I know
scenes, and
nothing
when you
about
connect
the
the
Netflix
dots,
stuff.
it paints a pretty clear picture of what Glitch Productions is really dealing with right now. So let's talk about what's actually happening behind the scenes, because I don't mean to worry you guys, but I think episode 6 might be the breaking point for a lot of things. First off, let's address the elephant in the room, the Netflix situation. If you've been following the Amazing Digital Circus closely, you probably noticed that episode 5 never made it to Netflix, and it's been way over a month now with absolutely zero explanation from either Netflix or Glitch. And that's honestly really weird, because episode 3 and 4 both dropped on Netflix the same day they hit YouTube, exactly as it was promised.
That's
Now
weird.
here's where it gets interesting. Back when the Netflix deal was announced with
I less care that Netflix doesn't want to allow it because Netflix isn't YouTube. YouTube is a place where you can just post your videos and have random ass people watch it for free. No one has to fucking click like, no one has to leave a comment, no one has to subscribe. They can just view your video and be done with it. They don't have to become a fucking member or whatever. I don't even think this channel has members. Yeah, this channel doesn't have the membership uh to become a member. Super chats for YouTube live streams. You don't have to fucking do that. It's just free. And the fact that they want to censor shit that isn't even worthy of censorship is wild to me. It's like, bro, you have fucking naked people in see-through clothing just doing the most degenerative fucking shit on your platform, and you want to care about what some animated fucking TV show wants to do with their fucking shit? Like, come on.
episode 3, everything seemed perfect. Glitch kept full control, and it was basically just a licensing deal, and Gooseworks even made it clear they could back out at any point. And the show immediately hit the top 5 on Netflix in the US, which is insane for a show that had
I mean, bro, it's a fucking crazy ass show. Like, it starts off all like, kind of mind bending, mind fucky, but like it's super silly type of show. All of a sudden, it starts hitting these fucking deep ass topics, and it's like, oh fuck, dude, that's crazy.
already been out for almost a year, and let alone an indie animation show. So what changed? Well, Gooseworks briefly mentioned that episode 5 might need to be very slightly changed for Netflix, which is honestly already a red flag. But when slight changes take over a month to implement, those aren't really slight changes anymore. That sounds more like Netflix having serious problems with the content and is probably demanding major edits. And this is where the censorship angle comes in, because if you look at what episode 6 is confirmed to have, so inappropriate jokes, darker themes, and based on the trailer, literal guns and shoot.
So it was episode 6, not 7. I said I watched episode 7 in the past. Whoops.
Netflix is probably having a complete meltdown right now. Just think about it. One of the teasers of the episode literally says, when at first you don't succeed, then give them guns, let the battle begin. We're seeing Pomni and Jax with these huge smiles while pointing weapons, and the whole adventure is going to revolve around shooting and violence. That's
No.
already gonna trigger YouTube's automated systems, but Netflix? Netflix is probably running for the hills. And here's the thing that makes
Which is crazy because Netflix, you have adult themed, not porn, but you have adult content on Netflix. You have movies on there that children should not be watching. So why can't this be on Netflix? Because I'll be honest, like, I don't know if I would let my child watch this if they're too young. This shit's like a mind fuck and a half. And it's nightmare fuel in some instances. Like, holy fuck.
this even more complicated. Glitch has been through this exact scenario before.
Nightmare fuel. Like, come on. I 14. I would have no problems with my kid watching this type of content.
With murder drones. Netflix originally wanted that show, but they demanded major changes, including changing the title from Murder Drones to Meta Drones, because they thought the word murder was too violent. But Glitch basically told them to forget about it and took the show to Prime Video instead. But it's been tried.
It's so stupid. It's like you can't even have a show called Murder. I'm sorry, but why? Netflix isn't a kid's app. It's a fucking app for everyone. Meaning adults and kid content is going to be on it. Doesn't mean that the adult content has to be censored. No, the parent should be the one being like, no, you can't watch this. There's a fucking kid profile you can do and do certain fucking things with it in Netflix. I would assume so. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it does. I remember fucking making a separate profile and having the option to have a kid-friendly profile.
Without any content restrictions. So now we have the Amazing Digital Circus in this weird position where the show's usual censorship style, you know, these cartoon sound effects and Kane's face covering up swear words, it has probably been helping it stay unrestricted on YouTube so far. But episode 6 seems like it might break the pattern entirely. Based on what we're seeing, episode 6 could have actual uncensored profanity, sexual jokes that aren't bleeped out, and realistic gun violence. And YouTube
we'll see how it goes. It didn't have any of that. It does talk about sex shit, right? It does. But it wasn't something crazy. You know, and then all the curse words are still bleeped out and stuff.
Algorithm is gonna see this bright, colorful cartoon and assume it's for kids, which means any mature.
And that's the problem with using algorithms for this type of shit. Algorithms shouldn't be the ones watching it. I'm sorry, but fuck the algorithm. Those things shouldn't have a place in YouTube.
Content is gonna get flagged immediately. But the Netflix problem runs even deeper than just content concerns. During all this episode 5 drama, Glitch announced a multi-show deal with Prime Video, starting with Murder Drones. And that deal extends to their other shows too, not just Murder Drones. So now you have this awkward situation where the Amazing Digital Circus is supposedly on Netflix, where another show from the same studio is on Netflix's direct competitor. And it honestly feels like Glitch is already moving away from Netflix, but they haven't made it official yet. And the fact
I would not be surprised if they moved it to Prime. If Prime actually allows this type of content, or Prime Video allows this type of content, then yeah, why the fuck would you even bother with Netflix? And plus, who the fuck who buys Netflix anyways? It's like, what the fuck? I'd rather watch this on YouTube. So, like, I really hope YouTube don't fuck with it.
That episode 5 is still missing from Netflix while episodes 3 and 4 are still available is just weird. If they were really committed to the Netflix partnership, why would they leave subscribers hanging for over a month? And here's what I think is really happening. Episode 6 is gonna be the final straw. Gooseworks has already issued content warnings for it, the trailer shows way more mature themes than previous episodes, and if the Blue Sky post is any indication, they are already fighting with YouTube's censorship policies. And Netflix is probably looking at all this and panicking. They are already struggling with episode 5's content, and now episode 6 is coming with guns, inappropriate jokes, and darker psychological themes, so there is probably no way that Netflix is gonna approve that without major changes, and Glitch has already proven with Murder Drones that they are not willing to compromise their creative vision. And this whole situation is
good for them, Glitch. Like, bro, respect times 1,000 for Glitch for doing that. They don't want to fuck with that. No one does. And these guys are just like, nah, we'll figure it out somehow. We're gonna make our content the way we want to fucking make it, because that's what we're here to do. We're not here to pander to some fucking pussy-ass snowflake that gets a mental breakdown whenever someone tells them that they're wrong. Like, fuck that.
Because it's even possible that due to these restriction policies, we might not even get to see the original episode on YouTube, and instead it's either gonna get censored, or worst case scenario, the episode's release could also get pushed back if they can't find a consensus with YouTube. Because if YouTube's automated systems flag the episode for containing realistic weapons, uncensored profanity, or inappropriate.
But here's the thing, you're allowed to have weapons on YouTube. You're allowed to post a shooting video on YouTube. You're not allowed to stream it, but you're allowed to fucking post it. You can't stream yourself going to the range. Fair enough. Whatever. It's one of those that, like, it makes sense. They don't want to fucking accidentally show something bad. Which, whatever, I'll give it to them. Do I really care if people went to the range while live? No. Like, hell, give us more, like, if someone's being super fucking, I'm not even gonna say that, but I think YouTube does too much. It just does. I'm sorry, but you're trying to pander to the most retarded fucking people on earth, and you're bringing everyone else along with it. It's like, what? Why? No one wants to deal with that shit.
Content.
And by the way, Rumble exists. Just saying. You can be as racist, as much of a piece of shit on Rumble as you would like. Which, yeah, being a racist piece of shit isn't a good thing to do, but I'm sure everyone that sees that is going to be like, yeah, that's a racist piece of shit. Wow, what a scumbag. Okay, that doesn't mean that they have to be fucking censored or thrown away. They haven't done anything. If they're not doing nothing illegal, I don't give a fuck.
Glitch basically has three options. They can either edit the episode to comply with YouTube's policies, which means we get a watered down version that compromises Gooseworks' vision, or they can release it as it is and risk it getting age restricted or completely demonetized, which hurts their ability to fund future episodes. Or they can also delay the release entirely while they fight with YouTube's content review team, which could take weeks or even months. And given that Gooseworks already
I mean, I actually don't know the inner workings of how Glitch is doing it, or Gooseworks, because it's, I don't know how in depth they have with, like, the YouTube team, like how much communications they have, because for me, YouTube just kind of processes the video, says it's okay, and then it's bam. A person's not watching the video. It's just an AI that skims through all the fucking words I've said, and it's like, okay, it's good enough to go on to YouTube's. Or it tells me, hey, you have copywritten material in here or some shit.
Content warnings for episode 6, they clearly know that this.
Which, in my opinion, the only fucking thing that YouTube should be doing is scanning for copyright material. That's it. And even then, I don't agree that you shouldn't be able to post copyrighted shit. To an extent, dog, I'm not listening to music in order to freely give it to people. No, I'm listening to music because it either adds to the video I'm making or whatever the fuck else. It's not because I'm stealing the content. It's retarded. And copyright laws are so fucking far back, and they're not gonna work in the future. They're not working now. They're making life so annoying for people that actually have a platform on YouTube.
Episode pushes boundaries. The question is whether they are willing to compromise their artistic vision just to keep YouTube happy, or if they are gonna stand their ground like they did with Netflix and Murder Drones. So what does this mean for the future? Well, I think we're going to see the Amazing Digital Circus follow the exact same path as Murder Drones, so Glitch is probably gonna walk away from Netflix entirely and move the show to Prime Video eventually, where they already have that multi-show deal and way more creative freedom. And honestly, Prime Video has proven they are way more supportive of indie animation creators keeping their vision intact. Just look at shows like Helluva.
Bro, yeah, this show's pretty fucking good too. But like the fucking, oh my god, the animations. Glitch is something, man. They have some talented ass people working on their stuff.
Us and Has Been Hotel. These shows are absolutely packed with explicit content, sexual.
Like, look at this shit. It's so smooth the way he fucking went into that. Look at that.
sexual jokes, graphic violence, and everything spicy, and Prime Video doesn't bat an eye. Helluva Boss literally has demons running around, making the most inappropriate jokes imaginable, and Has-Been Hotel deals with heavy themes like addiction, abuse, and literally takes place in hell with all the violence that comes with it. But the
Yeah, Helluva Boss is really cool. I haven't really been watching Has Been Hotel because I don't know. I like the Helluva Boss characters 100 times more.
fact that these shows can exist on Prime Video in their completely unfiltered form, while The Amazing Digital Circus is struggling to get episode 5 on Netflix, shows you everything you need to know about which platform actually supports creative freedom. Prime Video seems to understand that animation isn't just for kids, and they are willing to let creators explore mature themes without demanding they water down their content. Meanwhile, YouTube and Netflix are basically
Yeah, bro. Like even as an adult, I'm gonna rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender. That shit was the bomb back when I was a kid. Oh my god, I loved it. And it talked about like pretty mature shit later in the fucking later seasons. It was cool to fucking grow up watching that.
treating any
I mean, this is like I said before, this is more like 14 plus. Then okay, maybe I'll let you watch it. But anything younger, it's like, oh, I don't know, man. This shit's kind of deep.
animated content like it needs to be family friendly, regardless of the actual target audience. It's honestly kind of ridiculous that a platform would rather censor artistic expression than just properly categorize content for appropriate audiences. So, yeah, honestly, The Amazing Digital Circus possibly moving to Prime Video would probably be the best outcome for everyone. We get the uncensored version of the show that Gooseworks actually wants to make. Glitch doesn't have to deal with constant content battles, and the show can freely explore those darker psychological themes without worrying about platform restrictions. The timing of everything just lines up too perfectly. The Netflix deal falling apart, Prime Video partnership announced, episode 6 confirmed to be the most mature yet, and now censorship issues on YouTube. It's like watching the same story play out all over again. But I think by the time episode 7 rolls around, we are gonna see an official announcement that the Digital Circus is moving to Prime Video. The Netflix experiment is basically over, and given how restrictive they've been, I honestly don't blame Glitch for wanting out. But let me know what you think about
Yeah,
all
me
this
either.
down in the
Like, fuck
comments.
Netflix.
Hopefully they can manage to talk with YouTube about these things and we can all enjoy episode 6 tomorrow without any compromises. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's annoying because with the YouTube algorithm, like, when it's something that is a little bit too mature, it doesn't push it as much as they would push something that isn't flagged for mature content, which is retarded. It's like there's a lot of goddamn adults on YouTube. There's a lot. Just because something's adult themed doesn't mean that those adults shouldn't be getting that, like, getting recommendations to watch those. It's stupid. Man, I really hope things work out. Like, I really hope YouTube ends up fucking kind of, taking the next fucking right. Like, take another right, and then hopefully you set yourself on the actual right path. I don't know how, leave a like. Goodbye.